Dear friends, today the church celebrates the feast of Christ the King. All of us have beautiful memories of solemn celebrations and long processions of this feast celebration. But this year, due to the lockdown, the celebration will get the depth of interiority. Perhaps it's good for us to celebrate this feast, understanding what that feast means. In fact, Jesus asked us to pray, "Thy kingdom come." But he never wanted to be a king. We read in John chapter 6, verse 15, the people came to carry him off and make him a king after they had their fill of the food Jesus gave, multiplying 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish. But we are told Jesus quietly went off to a lonely place in the mountain to pray. After the miraculous healings and the great wonders that Jesus performed, the disciples and the people and the crowds, they were so overwhelmed. But then Jesus told them not to speak of it to anyone. Do not tell anyone that I am the Messiah. He did not allow even the demons to declare it, that he was the Son of God. And the only time he agreed that he was the king was in the most inopportune time, when Jesus was standing before Pilate, ridiculed, scourged, the whole body burning with pain, wounded, with a crown of thorns. Pilate asked him, "Are you a king? Are you the king of the Jews?" Jesus said, "Yes, I am. I'm the king. And that's what I came for. And that's what I was sent for, to establish a kingdom on this earth." But before this, Jesus said to Pilate, "Do you ask me that question on your own? Or did someone tell you this?" And Pilate said, laughing, "I'm not a Jew. I'm a Roman. For me, king means with a crown on the head, sitting on the throne. But are you a king?" Jesus said, "My kingdom is not of this world." A remarkable distinction Jesus made. I'm not a king of this world, and yet I'm a king. That's what I was sent for. In John 3:16, Jesus explained why he was sent for. God so loved the world that he sent his only Son to make sure no one is lost. No one in sin, no one rejected, no one wounded should be lost. That's what Jesus was sent for. How did Jesus make sure that no one is lost? By offering himself to be wounded, to be crucified. That's how he made sure that no one is lost. That's when he becomes the king. John chapter 18, verse 37, "Yes, I am a king. For this I was born, for this I was sent into the world." By taking upon himself. All the pain, all the misery, all the sin, all the woundedness of the humankind, and offering himself to be crucified. That's when he really becomes the king. He's not a king with a crown on the head. He's not a king sitting on the throne, but hanging on the cross. What Jesus said to Pilate, "I am the king," culminated with that inscription, Jesus of Nazareth, King of the Jews. And when we call Jesus the King, we should understand this clearly, what it means that Jesus is the King. He's the King taking authority. He said, "I'm come in authority," taking authority over our sickness, our sin, our woundedness, our struggles. Remember, the centurion said to Jesus, "You have the authority. Just say the word, my servant shall be healed." The Lord became king by taking authority over every sin, every pain, every form of the misery of humankind. He becomes part of me. He takes authority over that woundedness. And by healing me, by saving me, by comforting me, he becomes the king. If Jesus wanted, he could have become a king in the way of the world with his divine powers. He could have gathered people, gathered armies, and fought against the Romans and established a Jewish kingdom like the Alexander the Greats, like Genghis Khans, like the Caesars. But all that kingdom would have fallen down to the earth and decayed. But the kingdom of love that Jesus established remains even today. Even today, as long as we are wounded, we are sinful, we are sick, we are in misery, the Lord takes authority of the king to save, to heal, coming in search, to make sure that we are not lost. That is the kingship of Jesus. That's a kingdom Jesus wanted us to pray for. What does that mean? What does that mean to say we are the citizens of this kingdom? We become the citizens of the kingdom, not going about with a crown on our head, not looking for a throne to sit on, not waiting to be served, to be loved, to be respected, but going about in a life of commitment to Jesus the King, going about to serve, to love, to be caring for those who are sick and not to be cared for. And even when I'm not respected, I'm not appreciated, I'm not loved, taking that pain, that woundedness of my heart, offering it with the wounds of the cross, praying for their salvation. That's how I become a citizen of the kingdom of Jesus. Jesus, who was a king when he took upon himself all the misery of human existence, taking authority over every such woundedness to heal us, to save us, to forgive us. And today, when we celebrate this great feast, let us pray, kneeling down before the cross, waiting for the crown of martyrdom, to be martyrs for the great martyr, the crucified King.